Alright guys, I'm back for the Gregg Open 1v1 tournament. This is the final game of the winner's bracket. Now, not the championship, because this is double elimination, but these are our final two players who have not yet lost a match. I'm excited because I know absolutely nothing about how this match went, other than it was played like 3 or 4 days ago. But I don't know who wins. I don't know how many games it is. This complete blank slate. Man, I'm getting so excited I can't even talk. But it's the number 3 seed Joe versus the number 4 seed Skady. And whoo-wee, they have turned out to look like the number 1 and number 2 seed. I'd say Skady so far this tournament has looked like the number 1 seed because Skady has not lost a single game. Like, not a game, not one single game in all of these best of fives he's lost. He's perfect, hasn't lost. Joe, of course, hasn't lost a match yet, but he's lost a few games. He's had a few really close matches, so you gotta give the advantage to Skady. I mean, how can you go against a guy who hasn't lost? But one thing I noticed when I looked at these map sets is that there are some really good maps for Egyptian in this map set. Tropical Mirage, I think, is a good set map. There's a lot of good animals to convert. Marsh has always been a good set map, Watering Hole as well. So I think we start off with 3 really good maps for Joe. Though Skady can't play Egyptian too, but his best is probably his Oranos right now. I mean, the way he leveled player with his Oranos, whoo-hoo-wee, playing good. You love the streams? Don't ever stop. Okay, well, all good things must come to an end, but we aren't at the end of this tournament yet because we've got, after this series, we've got 1, 2, 3 more matches. So this tournament is coming to an end. We've got just a few more matches left, but it's not over yet. Now, we will take a quick look at the brackets here before we launch into our games. So spoilers if you don't know all the results of the loser bracket games, but we'll quick take a look at the bracket here. So we're at the top end of the spectrum here. We've got Joe versus Scotty. This is technically the semifinals. The winner moves on to the finals and is guaranteed second place. The loser will move down here. We'll then play the winner of Matrius versus Chemo, which hasn't played yet. So got Matrius versus Chemo. The winner of that will play the loser of this game, and then that winner of that game will then be the finals of our double elimination. So, but this is a pretty big game. I mean, it guarantees second place, which, I'm not even sure what the prize amount is now. Don't really count the dollars, but it's thanks to our anonymous donor. Let's see. So, getting second place, guaranteed. Oh, what are we looking at? Guaranteed $250 for second place. So whoever wins this, guaranteed $250. Whoever loses, the worst they could get is third, which would be a guaranteed 125 American dollars. So that's pretty good. But again, thanks for the donor and who was able to make this tournament all happen. Skady versus player, such perfect Oranos from Skady. He did play that really well. I mean, to demolish player like that, that takes some doing. But let's get into our game. Hello, Zebchi. Good to have you on board. And I think we are ready to go. I got my everything ready. Let's delete all of our extra things we've got open. And we will be ready to go. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. This is going to be a good match, I feel like. And I always like watching Egyptian, and I feel like we could almost see an Egyptian mirror. But I don't know. I think we'll see maybe, let's see, the first map, Tropical Mirage. I'm also excited to see that map too. It's one of the new maps. It's going to be, I love that map. I think it's good. But let's see. Where are we looking at? Do I have these games? Where, do I have them in here? Oh, next folder in. Okay, what do we have them listed? All right, we got 5 games listed. There may or may not be 5. I have no idea. I'm thinking it's gonna be set and maybe Skady could go Egyptian, but I think you gotta stay with what's hot. I mean, Oranos can play well in the set. I think we'll see maybe a set Oranos. We'll find out. Let's just go. Let's just start. I'm pumped. Set Oranos. Man, I should play the lottery. Set versus Oranos. So we've got Joe in the colored blue. He is our Egyptian player that I'm sure many later on will not want to see win because people don't like Egyptian. But we've also got Oranos, who again isn't exactly the favorite culture for people to watch, at least according to some of the YouTube commentary. But this is Skady playing Oranos. He's been playing it really well on one of our newer maps, which is Tropical Mirage. This is the special map for the series. Oh, looking for... There will be some elephants somewhere on the map. Oh, ho, 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 right here in the middle. Will Joe find them? Hello, militares. Will Joe find this? This is actually very big if he scouts them or not. And he gets there's elephants here instead. And yeah, he's gonna jump right on those. So the elephants. This is what makes this map really good for Set, are the elephants. And really good for him is that they spawn right next to each other. You know, it's almost worth it, as soon as Skady gets line of sight of this, to make his Oracle into a hero. He doesn't have the gold, though. He wouldn't have the gold for this. What does it cost? Like 45 gold? So he won't be able to do that. So that won't even happen. Oh, man. Also to note here, a gold mine that is forward. Joe... making a lot of houses, making it kind of on its face look a little bit more dangerous than what it really is. But he's got 2 towers flanking it and then the tree line here. So nice gold mine. Kind of relic we got. God send more favor. And then magic. The ship of fingernails brings food. Yeah, Mirage strong. I wouldn't necessarily... I mean, in some conditions they can be OP. But Oranos matches up well against Egyptian. Joe's moving on to this hunt, and he'll get this hunt. I'm sure we'll see an immediate second town center from Joe here. I mean, the way his hunt lines up is just perfect for him. Hunt. Each town center will always have a little bit of hunt next to it, and he's got his first elephant, 560 food that he can just run right here and eat. So good for Set. I do like this map for Set. So what is it about this map that's different? So let's go over the map because it is one of the newer maps. So each town center kind of gets its own little green patch on the map, as we can see. Every second/third town center gets a group of hunt near it. 3 giraffe is the spawn for this map. The gold mines all spawn in the desert, which is kind of wide open. Some of them can spawn a little bit close to a town center, but you'll see them always in this desert area. And hyena getting in on it. And so we've got the gold mines scattered around the map, so it makes them a little bit less defensible. And then a good amount of hunt, as we can see, is on this map. Quite a lot of hunt. This is a pretty high hunt map. Overall, I like it. It's pretty wide open. The gold mines are pretty open. A lot of hunt to keep it aggressive. I think it's a good map. And it looks pretty fair. I mean, everybody's got 4 town centers. Where's the Pharaoh going? He's gonna power his gold mine. Thank you for the follow, my friend. Okay, this zebra did not quite die where you wanted it to. Gonna send another. Yeah, it must be aging. Yeah, he's aging. Pretty quick age up. Be about 430. And Skady also about a 430. So Skady, what you do here is the Oranos, I feel like, to answer the town center grab. I don't think you get your own town center. I think you get an army and harass, and maybe kind of do a slightly delayed town center after you get like 15 troops. But I think with all the town centers being forward, I think a Set is the advantage. Oh, he's gonna go for an aggressive shift, which if he gets a really good, there's no house next to this villi. Oh, that's too late. Oh, Joe should be able to train. Oh, okay, so he's just shifting onto these. Okay, we'll kill one Villy, maybe two. Oh, these elephants are just path blocking. Oh, that's almost GG right there. Wow. So, a little bit careless. Against the set, you always have to have your Villies in a place where they can be quickly garrisoned. And this Villy is almost dead. Like, get that inactive. This is big here. That's hard to overcome, losing two Villies at the 430 mark. And now you're going to have Joe just grab a town center. And then he didn't lose his elephant, so he's got 1,100. He's going to have 2,200 food just in these elephants that he can eat right next to his town center. And this is going to be really tough. It looks like Skady was actually afraid of a Vil rush, which is why he built his buildings right next to his town center and also lined the goats up like that. So this is standard what you do if you're afraid you're going to get Vil rushed. But then on the flip side, if the set doesn't Vil rush, then you don't have this manor protecting Villies. And that's why we saw these two die, because this manor could have been right here, and then if they immediately garrison, they're safe. So actually really well played by Joe. I thought he would go for the easy one Vil kill down here, but he went all in on these Vils and was very confident with the path blocking. And now we see a little bit of aggression from Skady here, but Joe will just, all he really needs to do is make just a little bit of a defensive army. And with these elephants, he can hunt forever. And this is the power of set. Kind of the only power of set, but it's a consistent power. Is the early aggression courtesy of the free animals and shift. And then you can fall back and grab a town center and then hunt happily next to your town center. I don't know why Skady is so focused on this wall when he could just like run around. And actually, if he can kill these elephants, they have 233 hit points. It's a lot of hit points to kill. And in fact, if they get targeted, Joe could always just delete it. But okay, he's going to come down here with this oracle here. He knows these Villies are down there. And okay, shockwave. We'll be able to get two, I think, out of this. Maybe get on this one and should be able to get it. Oh, so close. No, but now he's going to go for the elephant. Alright, okay. One elephant dead. That's 560 hunt that Joe lost. Joe doesn't want to lose another elephant. You can always just delete it if it's almost dead. Only one Villy, though. He wouldn't need it to get more. Oh, turn it, kill this spearman. Every little bit counts. There you go. There you go. Oh, get him, get him, get him. Okay. Alright, got him. Little spearman raid up here. Oh, this Vil is almost dead. Should just send this Villy back to base. But Skady is really going to have to do a ton of damage. He's housed right now. Because he lost those two Villies early on. Really going to have to... Oh, Joe a little bit late to get this started here. He's walling. And we'll force these Vils back. But once this army comes... yeah, Skady will have to fall back. You could actually turn and kill this army. Yeah. Oh, kill that priest. Oh, he should have got one more volley in to kill the priest there. Okay, picking up the axeman. That's really good. Okay, where's my face? I usually don't show my face when I'm doing the recorded game broadcast. This is all about the players, my man. Oh, don't go in too far. Losing some important units here, though, down at the bottom. Like, you'll kill this tower, but kind of at the expense of a few too many units. Because if he really wants to pressure this gold mine, he still has to kill one more tower. Yes, Ellie's are very important for the... Did he lose another elephant there? If he did, that's a big mistake. And we see Joe did wall this up. Man, get these Dharma down here and shooting at the Villies. Okay, Joe is aging up. 15% with Nephthys. And Joe is a little slow in moving his Villies here. And we'll lose oh, just a few more hits with the Murmillo. But actually, I did not think that Skady would be able to gold block this, especially after losing 2 Villies right early on at the Shifting Sands. Where did that one that's almost dead go? Oh, it didn't die, did it? Oh, he's over here. Oh my goodness, that is some wide open Villies. Alright, where is the gold mine going to come from? Joe does have 230 gold. Oh, good net this. Oh no, coming back. So the other day when we saw, what was it? Hell's Ravage was playing Matrius and Oranos v Poseidon. Went kind of for a quick second town center. Skady's going all in here. But okay, oh, where are these? Ooh, he was a see. Boy, Joe being really indecisive right now about what he's gonna do. Like, he can't make a Migdal because he doesn't have the gold. He's also housed. 99 of 100 pop. That's because of these free armies. Okay, alright. Might force out an Ancestors here. Get on the Scorpion Man with your heroes. This is a winning fight. Okay, now Skady can run. He's forced out Ancestors. That's really good for him. And now, yes, Joe will immediately go to the gold mine. Losing a few units on the retreat, though. Got a few units that got caught there, and we got some more units down here that'll die on the way out. But did kill all the giraffes. That's a lot of free food. Oh, don't turn and fight. I don't think you get value out of turning and fighting. I think you just retreat. So you lost a few more units there. Yeah, I think you just retreat. Yeah, I love this map, Bozone. I think it's really good. I really do. I think there's a few really good maps in this. Did a Villy die up here to these hyena? No, he moved it up there. Oh, see, I don't like this turning and fighting against these. Like, he's losing so much more than what he's gaining by turning and fighting. Come on, you gotta run. The Scorpion Man, okay, the minions are done. Okay, could do some chase now. We got the Murmillo attacking the Slinger, which is slowing down this whole group. Oh, Shockwave, nice Shockwave. But units took a little bit of time to attack than Skady's. Now, get the Terma heroes on the myth units. Yep, really good, really good. Oh, this is a really nice fight for Skady. But, oh, a little bit of aggression. He's Promethean, sneaking around down here on the gold. And if Skady doesn't lose those first 2 citizens, with the way he's played, he'd be in a great spot. But losing 2 citizens at 430, you can see how much work he has to do just to, finish off the Scorpion Man. 62 hit points. Gotta finish it off. Oh, this town center. I think Skady saw these Villies coming over with the Oracle. Oh, I thought he was gonna come over. He could have stopped it. Now he's not gonna be able to. He's valuing coming down on this gold mine. Okay, the Scorpion Man I think will die now, though. And I would imagine these Terma will target the Scorpion Man. Okay. Alright. Yeah, that's forcing these Villies off of gold again. Joe has 14 gold, so he really can't make an army right now. Yeah, he's going to have to sell wood. Skady right now, he's good aggression, but he is not yet at an additional town center. Just 1 town center. But doing a really awesome job. I mean, he's down 3 to 1 town centers, but is currently doing a gold block. Which, that's awesome. This Oracle should be moved a little bit, though. so that he has line of sight. Like move him here, you could actually hide him in the you can hide units underneath the pyramid. Alright, oh, wandering, yeah, went a little too far. Now these units are caught out because he's got his army split. But nice little raid over here. Oh, these units are in a bad spot for Skady right now. Oh, we're taking a lot of damage. Okay, get him out, get him out, get him out, get him out. Okay, now they're running. Grabbing a second town center. You think they made the pyramids because they were bored? Maybe they did. I couldn't think of any other reason that you'd want to. Okay. Get your Terma hero on the... Nice to get the Hero Marmillo on the Scorpion Man too. But now it's about to the time where Joe will start trading pretty decently in these fights. And because there's no more heroes, he only has one more hero who's still getting attacked by the slingers. Now grabbing a third town center. Like that, losing those two citizens just put the town center grab so late for Skady. Where even though he's played this really well on the back end, just losing those two citizens, so rough, so hard to... He just has to play so well to make up for it. You can see Joe has crazy eco because he's been at 2 and now 3 town centers for so long. Okay, upgrades. That's the hyena killed a Billy. We'll get another one. This one is like 1 hit point. Oh, Skady sees these Villies running. Actually, a little bit. The troops went a little bit the wrong way, and this town center is actually killing quite a few units there because they're really low hit point. Alright, now Joe's getting his Migdol. And look, there's so many. This army looks better than what it is. There's so many that are almost dead. Yo, what's up, Invert? Good to have you on board. Yeah, Joe, Skady has had to work really hard on this so far. Like, Joe probably could just jump to age 3. Getting fortified town centers. Oh, this is... he's trying to finish off the Scorpion Man here. And then running. Now run, now run, now run, now run. A lot of melee units here. A lot of melee units. Oh, look at these Villies here. They're kind of wide open. Could turn in... Actually kite these Axemen pretty well, though. Because the Axemen are so slow, it's hard to... They're easy pickings for Terma, and they hardly do any damage to Terma too. Like we could see just that little forward. Oh, he could have killed a couple more. Oh, we can pick off these units too. Pick them off, pick them off, pick them off. There you go. Barracks units in the wrong spot look so completely helpless. Joe's way over here. And we've got this army coming down here. So we're going to have actually counter raids, it looks like. Joe maybe come forward? I think he is. Pretty confident because of the towers that he has. And the walls down here. Well, not the towers, the walls. So, okay, Skady coming back. Still just way behind his squirrel. Gonna lose a Villy here. Low HP Villy. Actually notices and tries to run, but... just really shouldn't have low HP Villies out like that at this stage. Okay, Shockwave. Okay, get a few free kills there. Don't know why he's moving his Terma in like this. They actually do just as good against Axemen. He's picking off the chariots, but like with the 37% Pierce Armor and only the 5% hack, should have just stayed at kind of range and picked off a bunch of the Axemen. Joe getting better, eco upgrade. Skady did lose this citizen too, it looks like. Now there's these 3 chariots killing 2 citizens. Best streamer in AOT history. I don't know about that. Boyd does a really good job. And Blackadder too. And Iron Maiden. We got a few good streamers now. But we're looking at okay, coming forward, getting on the chariots. Really nice tournament micro though, to keep on targeting the chariots. Like, this is really good. But Ozone, you can calm down, my man. Oh, this little raid here. Like, you could just send like 2 Terma would stop that. But now we've got Mercs coming forward from this town center. Well, all girls. Yeah, my wife doesn't want you. No offense. Oh, lost a citizen, hero citizen with these 3 chariots. 3 chariots doing some work. I gotta watch out. Okay, I lost another citizen. I think, even though Skady's played so well, just that one mistake, and you can't really almost call it a mistake, but losing those citizens early, and he is finally up Hyperion. You have Chaos, a little bit of a low value Chaos here. Like, he is actually winning this fight pretty heavily. Kind of should have waited to use the Chaos. But like, Skady could be in a really good spot. Actually, not a great unit composition right now for Joe, because he doesn't have really actually much army, and the Terma, well, microed really clean up in this situation, because worse players aren't competent enough to avoid shooting at the siege tower the entire time. Skady's really good, and you can see he just keeps picking off the chariots and doing a really good job of it. And a very aggressive Migdol here, man. Skady fighting back is narrowing the gap here. I think this Migdol might go up. Here comes the... Gotta get the Pharaoh before he gets on your satyr. Oh, the Migdol won't go up. Okay, but the Pharaoh does clean up the satyr. Okay. Skady is losing a lot of his army. He's kind of transitioning a little bit away from all these Terma to now a Murmillo Arcus army. We got so many mercenaries here too. Joe does not have much of an eco, not going up. So we're in heroic age for the long haul. Got just 280 gold here. Yeah, I agree. I think Joe is playing risky. I thought he would just boom up and stay classical, or not class, stay in his base, but go up to heroic age. Like, a tornado cleans this up, and instead he tried to attack with heroic army, and it's not working. And we see, despite Joe's had an advantage, but like, he hasn't like increased his advantage for quite some time. I have to say, Skady has played this game. I thought it'd be over soon. As this tornado get buffed, it never got buffed. Bad eco upgrades there though. Tornado's the same that it's been since 2004. I don't know if it got buffed from Age of Mythology to Titans, but it never got changed after Titans came out. Okay, watch out for this citizen here though. Oh no, watch out. There we go. Okay, Satyr are doing pretty decent. Let's see. Joe, no gold. He like wasted a ton of gold on... I mean, not really wasted. I mean, he made like 6, at least, well, probably more mercenary cavalries than that, but it's a lot of gold and didn't really get any value out of it. And now we see not a gold mine down here. This is his only gold mine left. Just have 4,000 yet, and a nice trade route too. Oh, Skady's doing a nice job checking the corners though. He's gonna find that trade route. I'd like to see medium or heavy archers come out. Needs to get that medium archer upgrade. Oh, a little bit of micro mismanagement from the Arcus were shooting at the siege tower for a while there. Okay, so Joe knows this is here. He scouted it, or not Joe, Skady knows it's there. He's gonna want to try to do something about it, because you can't, now these satyr are now losing value. Like, he went for the satyr Arcus combo, but the Arcus aren't killing the heroes fast enough. I don't like this composition as much. I feel like he could have stayed with Terma. Because we only got one satyr left. Like, only 66 HP from these Arcus, and they're so slow. They can't really run away from these mercenary cavalry. Joe with a lot of food, Skady with not much of an eco. Yeah, I think I don't like what Skady tried to do there. They have Curse used to get 4 chariots. Against the Nephthys, which gives the attack upgrade for priests and hero and pharaoh against myth units, I don't think you do the satyr Arcus composition here. I think, and yeah, Skady will call it. So Skady was catching up pretty well there, but just in the end, just wasn't quite able to respond with the economical disadvantage. And although it's a loss for him, I mean, you look at the game. Just that one big mistake early, and that just caused so many problems for him the rest of the game. Like, I felt like this was really good Oranos play that he did. Really good pressure in the gold mines. Just losing those 2 villies early. I mean, at the I mean, you're losing 2 of your 7 villies. I mean, that's what? That's more than 25% of your economy right there. At the 430 mark. Like, he didn't get to max vills until 1750, whereas Joe reached max vills 4 minutes ahead of time with more economy upgrades. You see, just look at the eco difference. Just, that's huge. It's a huge difference to overcome. Realize kill death. Well, Joe ended up with a pretty good kill death ratio. That's because mercenaries don't count as dying. Avenger's the most elegant. The Umami is not elegant. The Avenger looks pretty awesome. But that is a first game win to Joe. So what that means is that finally, Skady has lost a game in this tournament. So Skady losing 1 game now in this tournament. Will he lose a series or not? We do not know. But let's update our scorecard really quick. That was a fun game. That's a great map. I do think that map should be added into the map pool. Maybe a little bit of touches here and there, but I like that map. All right, so we got our set for Joe, our Oranos for Skady, and we can move up a win, which happens to be the right spot. Look at that. So Joe with the win. When I stream, do I know who wins the series beforehand? Sometimes. This stream I don't. It's hard to run the tournament and not know the results. There's been a handful of matches I haven't known the results for. Some of them, but others I do. This one I have no idea. Don't know. I've kind of kept myself unaware. But game number 2 will be on Marsh. I think we see set. I think we see set again from Joe. The question is, does Skady change, or does he change his Oranos? I mean, I feel like if Skady plays like that without losing those 2 early citizens, I think Skady would be in a decent place to win that last game. So if I were Skady, should stay as Oranos and just can't lose those early citizens. I mean, it's so dangerous though. Well, I think it's set via Oranos here. Yes, Boyd did stream these, but I don't know the results, so no spoilers in the chat, though. Well, let's put that in. Let's do a reminder. No spoilers. Not that anybody is spoiled yet, but I don't know the results. But yes, if you watched Boyd, he already streamed it. All right, let's go to game number 2. Joe versus Skady. So Skady losing his first game of the series. Let's go on to game number 2, set via Oranos and Marsh. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Look at these town centers here. But anyway, we've got Joe as our set player, just like last game. Still in the blue. And we've got Skady as our Oranos. Still in the red. He's on the top right. Joe's the bottom left. Coming forward to convert now for a couple Aurochs. That actor Tom Hanks. Yeah, once Eddie gets behind Eggy, you're right, it's super tough to come back. About the only way you could steal a win is if you like gold block. Which Skady actually did a pretty good job of that for a time, but again, just too far behind and couldn't manage it. Nice to path block the hippo there. Could have done a little bit better with the piggies, so he doesn't lose as many hit points with the citizen. But yeah, this map will play, I think we'll see a pretty similar game to game number 1. Joe will look for an aggressive shift. Age up quickly, grab a forward town center. I think he grabs this one because of how close it is to this one, which would, with mercenaries coming from here, it would be really easy to pressure this town center in like heroic age or even after that. Let's see, what relics do we have? Marsh, unlike most maps, has a few extra relics. It'll have 4 relics as opposed to normal 2. Boots to kick everything, improves hero speed. That's actually good for, pretty good for the Oranos. But the Egyptian could take it too. Arter's Folly, scouts have better line of sight. That's an awful relic. The worst one. Pretty exposed gold mine though. He'll probably end up walling this all the way off. 1v1 time. You know, I like FFAs actually. Used to play a lot of them like a long time ago. Been thinking of doing, like if we ever get some more donations for some more events, and maybe doing a free-for-all tournament. Those have been done in the Age of Empires 2 circle to some success, where essentially it's pretty what's the word I'm looking for? Cutthroat, those games. And generally what they do is only the winner moves on, so you have like 8 free-for-alls, and then the winner of those makes the last free-for-all, which is then how you determine who the champion is. But yeah, I like FFAs, free-for-alls. But anyway, about this game. Not a whole lot to talk about because it's going to be about the same as the last game. We see Joe's rushing his temple, going for a pre-430 advance again. Got 392 food, so he'll actually be a 4-minute advance. Man, that's quick. Anubis! Oh ho ho! So this will be different this game. He's going with a 4-minute Anubis advance. Man, I like that. Joe is one of the few players that goes with Anubis on top level. And it's nice to see that variation. Look at all the pigs he has. Man, start up his pig farm. 3 for Skady and 17 for Joe. But okay, so Anubis. Yes, this is a recorded game. You're correct. What's this relic up here? Increase the range attack of buildings. That's nice. There's still one more relic somewhere. Alright, so Joe's coming forward. He might do an attack on the gold mine, is what I'm going to guess. We're going to see, because we got the priest coming forward, the pharaoh coming forward. Just Joe know where he does know. Now he's used vision. Okay, getting some damage in. He's going to use this, yes, the Plague of Serpents on the Villies. They actually don't do much damage to Villies, but the Pharaoh does. He needs to garrison this Villy. Okay, there you go. There's so many serpents, though, they will eventually do damage. Oh, the important thing is, how close is Skady to advancing? Alright, a little bit. I don't know why he's going forward. These need to become heroes. Oh, he's gonna lose that. Oh, these guys need to stay in the base. Oh, loses a citizen. I don't know why he's going forward with the oracles. Because you got another Villy with like 3 hit points stuck in this tower. And these serpents are preventing any gold from being gathered. So, So Skady has 144 gold in his base. And oh, that Villy does escape. Is he getting a tower upgrade? See, I think sending these oracles forward, I know they were damaged. I think sending them forward was a big mistake. I feel like what you do here is you upgrade your towers and you... Oh, 2 Villies down early again. This is not looking good for Skady. In fact, he's... Oof. I just feel like you upgrade your towers, use Valor on your base oracles, because now we're in the same spot as last game where we've lost 2 early citizens, but we've also had a lot more idle time just for citizens as a whole. And I mean, for as good as Skady played last game, he still couldn't overcome the losing 2 early citizens. This is even worse damage for him this game. And I don't see how he's going to be able to come back with that either. And so, the serpent's on the gold mine. Joe likes to do that. They don't do much damage, but you got so many of them that over time they do, and you cause idle time then. And then a couple Villies dead. Maybe shouldn't have died, probably. Just a little more care. I would like to snag that relic. But again, just like the last game, is how do you pressure the set outside of that gold mine? It can't push off a hunt. Oh, here's the Bridle of Pegasus. Okay. And we still got him roaming around. He was housed for a little bit there. Skady will have to move to this hunt. And it's kind of wide open. Yeah, no, set is fine. Yeah, I don't understand why people, i.e. the color blue, was complaining about set being underpowered with the recent patch changes. Set is still fine. Skady is not weak, though. Losing those 2 citizens, weak. I don't think they should have died. And what happened the first game, losing those 2 citizens, yeah, can't really blame him on that. That was just gutsy call by Joe there to get citizens so close to the town center. But yeah, Skady's gonna have just a rough time here too. Oh, he's eating there's only 1 Aurochs left though. Does Skady know where that gold is? Oh, he doesn't. See, that's why. He has no idea actually how open this gold mine is over here. So that's why he's not pushing it. Like, he doesn't actually know where it is. And yeah, he's doing the same as last game, which is getting an army. And Joe looks like it's basically the same thing, just minus the Ta. It's Anubis instead. In the end, it's the same thing. What was the first game on? It was on Tropical Mirage, one of the new maps. Alright. 81. A little bit of shockwave there just to kill a few units, but I think Skady will not be able to win this. Joe's got it. Last game, I think Joe had 1 barracks for a while. This time he opened up with 2, so yeah, he's kind of cleaning this up, and Skady will not have the pressure that he had the first game, and that's going to be a GG right there. Yeah, Skady losing that fight, losing two citizens. This was a lot worse than the first game as far as situation, so that's why we have that early resign, because he wouldn't have been able to, like, his eco was so much worse even this game. Wow. Well, Joe is so far, the first game kind of close, the second game definitely not, and we are quickly to game number 3 on Watering Hole. Man, and we could see the same thing this game. Like I said in our opening, is that this was a nice set of maps, especially the first 3 for set. Even Blue Lagoon is okay. It has some good animals to convert. Ghost Lake, not so much. But yeah, to get past those first 3 matches, obviously Skady's going to have to win 1. Yeah. Well, it's not like he really did bad. I mean, lost those 2 citizens, which can't afford that. But, I mean, the 4-minute, 5-second advance with Anubis is tough. Tough. Stream video quality is kind of low. It might just be YouTube. Maybe. But anyway, we are going to... Sometimes it seems like the YouTube isn't as good as it should be. But hopefully it turns out okay, because I haven't dropped any frames. And it's the same quality as before, and when I check the videos after, I don't have issues. But yeah, it might... Sometimes YouTube seems like it wants to be its own animal. You always thought the score was small. You mean at the top? Like here? I can make it a little bit bigger, I guess. That works for you. There we go. It still fits in. There, I made it a little bit bigger. But alright, we were going to move on to game number 3. I think... Skady might switch to Zeus here on Watering Hole. Oh, this score here? Yeah, I can't make that bigger. But okay, do I have the right... yeah, well then let's make this smaller again. Yeah, I can't change that. Alrighty, we're gonna go to game number 3. Be disappointed to see Eggy win another tournament. It can happen. Game number 3. He did go to Zeus. I thought he might. Alright, so Set versus Zeus on Watering Hole. So, Skady over here is our Zeus player now. After losing 2 games as Oranos, he's moving over to Zeus. He has a good Zeus. I don't think it's quite as good as Oranos. And so, but we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, the tournament has been really diverse. And Joe is playing really good. But I don't think it's to the point where it's a problem for balance. If Egyptian were to win this tournament. But, you know, it's something that anybody can always argue, you know. But, so, Zeus over here, that's Skady. We've got Joe over here as our set again. Watering Hole's a nice map. Okay, so what you try to do here, Skady, is find that early priest and bolt it. Man, look at this hunt in the middle. Wow. This is the high hunt Watering Hole right now in this game. because the hunt doesn't necessarily have to be this much, but we've gotten to 2 elephants. It's pretty standard, but the 4 rhino, that's gigantic hunt, and they're going to be 4 packs of elephants and 4 packs of rhino in the middle. And would like to scout that priest. I don't think Skady's even close. Oh, he was close to finding it at some point, but no. If you can bolt that early priest, very important. Now, what does the Zeus do here? In the olden times, the Zeus would do like a 2-town center, like semi-quick mythic, which is kind of fallen to the wayside. You don't really see. Oh, is he gonna get him? This elephant has to be so close to being converted. You bolt this, bolt this. Come on, Skady. I don't know if he saw the priest. He did. Bolt it, bolt it. Yes, right before the elephant. That had to have been so close. That's a huge win here. Huge. Because all he converted was a crocodile. And no more priests for conversion. That's big. That's big. Still has to worry about the early shifting sands a little bit. I don't know if he's careless, but not necessarily. Yeah, Atreus had a nice win with Thor against Hell's Ravage, his Isis, which it really isn't that great these days. I mean, Hell's is still really good. I don't mean to like talk him down, but he's not the player he was, and that Isis wasn't what it used to be. See, I think Skady does. I think you do grab a second town center here. You go up with Hermes. Oh, he's going up with Athena. I feel like you go up with Hermes here. Okay, 43%, 47, 50%. So we'll be about a 420. Made another priest. Yeah, the question is, so why is there not any good or very many top Norse mains? You know, is it because people don't play Norse because they're not good, or is it because the people who play Norse aren't good? You know, is Norse bad? The player bad? It's hard to say. So we got the Ptah up though. Yeah, he's just gonna grab a town center. We'll grab a side one. This vision is just to keep Skady scared. And now we have a shift. Oh, he shifted all of the pigs. Okay. Alrighty. So all the pigs have been shifted. Well, the last tournament was you had to change your god. So it's kind of hard to say anything wins there. Ooh, military. Okay, going with. Alright. I don't know if that's what you do here. Skady does have this scouted, so he's gonna go with a 1 town center aggression. Okay. The problem with Norse, though, is just by the inherent Civ design, there are ways to take advantage of them early. And it's hard to change that. I mean, what do? I mean, if your military units defend early on, well, then you're not making military buildings. And if your early units are making military buildings, then they can't defend your villas. So, yeah, it's a little bit tough. Okay, so he is going to grab a town center. Weird that he made these first. Why wouldn't you just move straight into your town center? Why not? Yeah, historically it's been Egyptian and Greek have been winning tournaments for pretty much forever. And Atlantean once in a while when like Army Corps was playing, but not Norse. It's always been Egyptian and Greek. But yeah, he did keep the pigs really close, which allowed Joe to shift all of those. What Chinese? Well, nobody plays. The top players don't play on the extended edition, so it's kind of hard to say. I don't know why he would open this up like that. I think he just goes straight to second town center. Because what value is he getting out of all these units? So what he did do is just building these two first just delayed his town center grab. Magic was getting married? Are you for real? Alright. Get all this. We'll get all this hunt. For real, getting married? That's crazy. She broke up with him. Oh, let's start that rumor. Okay. So, Skady will be going up for a quick heroic. Joy's is a decent gold mine here. One way up here. Just waiting for AOM2. You might be waiting for a while. You getting married in April? Alright, alright. I think you have to go with... I still feel like you get more value out of the Hermes. Because the danger here when you're facing Set as the Zeus and you're trying to match with the Boom is that you need time. And Ceasefire gets you that minute of time to get Heroic Age and get an army. And it's gonna be like me now. No. There's still time to play AOM as Married with Kids. You just... it's just less time, and it's only in certain times of the day or night after everybody's in bed. Alright, getting on that second elephant. Nice to have all this hunt, though. White Castle has delivery? Alright, eating all this hunt up here. Not much hunt up here. Joe's already ran out of hunt at this point. Joe should be advancing. Yeah, he's advancing. He's 60% up. Joe will have to get to that gold mine maybe soon. But actually, no. He can just go, yeah. So this is a good move. He's going to go up to this gold mine, which is super safe. Oh, the Olsberg Wave and caravans are cheaper and move faster. If we get to late game, that's a huge, huge relic. Oh, White Castle. I used to get White Castle when I lived in by Chicago. Okay, so Joe's up Nephthys, building right here. Yeah, he's got a super safe gold mine right there. Yeah, I hope it does. I don't know if we'll see an AoE 2. I think we'll see an AoE 2 or AOM 2. I think we'll see an Age of Mythology, like a definitive edition. Yeah, he does have wall chips up here. I think you gotta go Hermes here. I don't know if you'll be able to hold this push. When is AOM 2 coming? Nobody knows yet. I think there'll be a definitive edition. Okay, a lot of hunt yet though for Skady. A lot of hunt. He's been having all the middle hunt for himself. So it doesn't have any siege though. He doesn't have siege. He needs siege if he wants to like actually do any sort of push. Getting in a second Scorpion Man here. Okay, nice army management there. Force this army back for Skady. Skady is set up at 3 town centers. He's got the advantage. Joe now is just eating happily off of his endless pigs. He's got husbandry, yes. Hand axe, second gold upgrade. But it's watering hole. It's very rare that you're going to be able to do any sort of aggression. That's why I'm kind of confused by the Hermes. Needs to upgrade his Hippocon too. Joe, Skady's going too far forward here. This is not a good fight. Yeah. He just needs to sit here. If he can defend and keep Joe off of that 3rd town center, he's in a decent spot. Minotaur heavy army. You do see it sometimes, but you're not going to see it here. So you have the hardest macro? No, AOM is really easy macro. AOM is one of the easiest RTS games to play. You don't have many units. It's not that fast, but... Okay, now we have Resto used. Now we have... Okay, might as well just retreat at this point. Wants to get that Scorpion Man. Oh, ho, 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 ho. He stopped Odysseus from shooting that last shot. Alright. Yeah, you're right. That free Leviathan. Yeah, well, this whole fight has been a waste for Skady. Like, just sit defensively. Nice wall here, though, and we'll build another wall there. Like, sit defensively, protect your hunt. As long as you can stay up. Oh, nice up here. I don't think, actually, the pathing is that bad. It's more so players who aren't managing their troops right. Because you know when you're going to get pathed bad. And there's certain situations. Yeah, Joe has no siege, so he has no, like, push. Boy, these Hippocon need to get improved. A lot of the people get their bad pathing when they try to move units in too big of groups, or they have unit here and then unit over here, and they try to get them together, and there's stuff in between. AOM doesn't like that. It has a hard time managing 2 groups and get it together. And then this is a nice place. I mean, these chariots are like in their own little choke point here. And now we've got the upgrade, but again, I don't know why Skady keeps fighting this. Maybe not a bad fight here. But yeah, no siege at all. The only too bad thing with the upgraded patches at the end got pretty good. Units don't get stuck that much, though, on... I don't know if you're meaning extended edition, but in the original Titans, they don't get stuck that much. But okay, Joe, I feel like Skady's in a good spot, actually. Even though he's, in my opinion, has been... Oh, Horus, though. Joe is up. Maybe he's not in such a good spot. Because he has no army now. So Joe will be able to Horus and take this, and then there's no ceasefire to help him get it. Yeah, Skady is trying to go up for Mythic, because he's not making units right now. So we're going to see Horus that'll take down all of this. He's grabbing this town center. If Joe gets this town center built, he wins. Just throwing it out there. If Skady prevents Joe from building this town center, Skady wins. I don't think without ceasefire he can do it, though. This town center will go down. Yeah, he does have masons, though. Yeah, town center will still go down. No, I don't deny that AOM has bad pathing, but a lot of the bad pathing is due to players falling into it and letting themselves get bad pathed. I mean, well, maybe I haven't really played other RTS, so maybe you're right. Okay, so he's trying to grab this town center. I don't know if he's going to be able to, though. We've got oh, no siege coming out yet. There it is. Oh, this. Oh, get on, kill the Avenger. You can kill him now. Kill him. He's so strong. Yeah, Joe, Skady needed ceasefire here. Skady's not aging. Joe is getting upgraded siege. I think this town center is in range too. Champion chariots. Heavy Hippocon. The Avenger just absolutely demolishing these Hippocon here. Ceasefire badly needed. Badly needed. Oh, you got Heracles here killing the priest when the Avenger's right behind him. There he goes. Okay, Idle Villies. Underworld Passage. Yeah, on the gold mine, I was wondering, because he had that Pegasus, I was wondering if maybe he would do that. Well, he's still got that gold mine there. Okay, the siege ships are upgraded now. What kind of eco does Joe have? Joe should really be grabbing this town center. I think he can. As long as the Pharaoh stays alive. It's not really abusing. I mean, it's watering hole. You got 2 maps that you can get value out of upgraded siege ships, really. And on one of them, Mediterranean, it's only half the time. Oh, get the Manicore on the Villies. Get on the Villies! Get on the Villies! Oh man, he just wasted his special on that one chariot. Is this town center in range? I thought it was, but so far Joe's just kind of doing all this. Okay, needs to kill the Pharaoh. As long as the Pharaoh's alive, there's that danger of the super quick town center grab. Alright, yeah, Odysseus is shooting at the Pharaoh. Okay. Does he make it on Tundra? I guess Marsh once in a while you can get bonus. I don't have a problem with siege ships. Be the first one to make a dock there. The Manicore needs to use its special on these Villies. Come on. Oh, see, he keeps shooting. Like, these Villies should be dead. Okay, man. This raid, I think, did quite a bit against Joe. Joe at 140 pop. Skady only at 145. This town center isn't in range. I think Joe thought it was. I thought it was. I don't think it is. That's really good for Skady, who's still holding this. But I don't think Skady's close to aging, though. He's kind of stuck in heroic age. He does have some safe gold mines still. Oh, the chariot's going way forward there. That's not good. This Manicore's been shooting at this town center for who knows how long. Eco upgrades, second line. Military upgrades, just the armory, first line. Skady, oh, I'd like to see those third upgrades. Military does have Pierce. Get on the Vills! Yeah, Joe does need towers, so Crenellation towers would do wonders here. Ooh, does he have the Spearman upgrade? Oh, he doesn't yet. Would like to see the greatest of 50, I think it is. Skady's holding better. Oh, it is in town. Okay, it is in range. I thought it was. Alright, well, that's really gonna hurt. That's gigantic. Gigantic. Yeah. Yeah, Migdol, the shooting buildings do have that problem. Oh, Pharaoh's back. Needs to kill him. Okay, loses the town center. So now we're fighting at equal pop. Actually, Joe has a head pop room here. And is fortifying this spot. And I don't think Skady is close to aging yet. No, just not getting husbandry. And not much for eco. I think this is going to be a 3-0. I don't think Skady can hold this. This town center, just in water range, really hurts. Unupgraded hit past this. Just in water range. The market is in the range too. Oh man. And Joe is going to win this battle at the front. And I think it's going to be a 3-0. Skady held this position for a while. It's got stuck in heroic age. And then we had the eventual town center getting taken down. And now that town center is up. And even though that town center actually going down, I mean, it looks awful, but he's not even at pop as it is. Like, even if this town center is up, what does it really matter? Man. Skady getting decimated. Alright, here. Jovi Chemo for the final? No, not yet. No, Skady can come back to the final. Not playing like this, though. But see, we can see a Skady versus Joe final still. Or this is the winners. This is the last game of the winners bracket. We'll have one winner, one undefeated out of this. What did I say? I did not use it the wrong way. I refuse to believe that. Skady had to lose. Yeah, he hadn't lost a single match yet, or a single game, and now he's losing 3 in a row. Getting swept. 1v1. No, I'm good. No chance for Skady. No chance when you went with Athena and wasted too many units here early. So are you saying decimated because it's like decimal, which would be a 10% less? Is that what you're going for there? Anyway, so Skady has lost 3-0 there. Man, I thought we'd see a better series than that. What's actually amazed me in this tournament is how many 3-0s we ended up having. I thought we'd see a lot closer series, and like even 3-0s among really good players. Like, I didn't think Skady would lose 3-0, but we did have a nice set of Egyptian maps to start off this series. Really nice Egyptian maps, which of course Joe took advantage of. So, Joe with the win, 3-0 there. Ooh-wee, let's take a look at the post game. Man, but we aren't in Rome anymore, guy. I mean, I would think with the 2,000 years of time, I think maybe we could accept that his definition would change from being a decimated as a 10th to just Skady got decimated. But anyway, looking at the eco here, so Skady was actually ahead decently economically, but a really bad kill-death ratio. And I think he was just a little too aggressive early, fighting fights he really didn't need to fight, and kept losing units, which slowed his heroic down a little bit, and then ended up getting stuck in heroic age. Never got all of his eco upgrades. Had all of his pigs shifted. Was able to feast on the hunt in the middle for a while. I think you go Hermes here. Athena sounds great if you can get aggression, but chances are in Watering Hole you're not going to be able to push because of how defensive it is. But if everybody uses it wrong, is it wrong anymore? You know, eventually definitions change, and what was wrong. I mean, sure, if we were going to go back 2,000 years and I were to say that Skady got decimated there, I'd have a bunch of Romans and togas telling me I'm wrong. Um, but we aren't there anymore. So, I don't know. Anyway, what does it really matter? All that matters is this tournament. And Joe, 3-0 victory, 3 games in a row is set. And whew, win, and the Zeus got knocked out in the end. And we're gonna, spoilers if you aren't up to date on my streams. Actually, this is going to be, you know what? For the first time in this tournament now, I'm up to date on streams. So I have streamed every single match. That is, well, I didn't stream every single match, but I'm up to date now. So we're going to look at the brackets. So if you haven't watched all the games, you're not sure, maybe turn the stream off or whatever. So we're going to look at the brackets. We're going to update them. So let's take a look at our brackets. We can update and give Joe the 3 over Skady. So Skady moves down to here. So Skady will play the winner of Matrius versus Chemo, who it looks like they'll probably end up playing on Friday the 28th. And then I'm hoping that we can get Skady versus the winner of that on like either the 29th or the 1st. And then we'd be hopefully looking at, this is what I want, is to get our finals the weekend of the 7th or 8th, or potentially sooner. I wanted to catch up. So the bad thing about the double elimination is that it adds an extra week because this round here doesn't start until this round. This round starts at this round, so you kind of have to shift everything over. So it actually adds 2 weeks, I think, because these are played, these are played, these are played. No, it would add a week. So yeah, I wanted to originally get one of these 2 weeks in the same, but we fell 1 week behind, unfortunately, with Matrius and Chemo not playing last weekend. But yeah, so I know some people want me to play some games, but here's the deal, guys. I've been staying up late when I stream all the time. You think Chemo will win? I think Chemo beats Matrius. I think Chemo beats Skady. I think Chemo loses to Joe in the finals. Well, you guys haven't. See, I minored in English. I took a bunch of advanced English classes in college. Learned stuff that I never thought was even, you know. Do you think he would go to bed? No, I don't think he would go to bed because it was late. The guy stays up forever. But anyway, let us go back to our overlay here. So yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. I've been staying up when I stream past 11, and I need to get some good sleep. Joe did 3-0 Chemo already? I would say that Chemo was probably not trying his hardest because he did not play Ra, and when he played Ra, he's destroying it. Boats have been controversial. Do you mean about siege boats? Yeah, if that's what you're getting at, yes. They've never exactly been fully accepted on maps like this. But yeah, so I'm gonna go to bed because I should. I got kids that wake up at 6:30, so he's going to bed at like 11:30 means I'm getting like 7 hours of sleep, and I need to get a good night. Has Joe lost a game yet? He has. Joe almost lost to Matrius. He won that series 3-2. I think those were Joe's first losses, though. I don't think he lost in the bracket stage. So Joe's lost 2 games, both to Matrius. That was a nice series. No, not one tiny measly game. Because yesterday I thought I'd play a tiny measly Chronos game, and it ended up turning into like a 35, 30 minute game, and that was too long. But yeah, actually, what I am going to tell you guys, so I'm real excited, kind of. So, me and Cam are going to go see a movie tomorrow night. I have not, in my life, I've gone to the movie theater like 2 or 3 times. I'm not a movie guy. But I think we'll go watch. I think we're gonna go watch Sonic tomorrow. Um, I've always had a thing for Sonic because actually, growing up, my nickname was actually Sonic because I played those old Sega Genesis Sonic games like all day. Like I was beating Sonic 1, Sonic 2, and Sonic 3, and Sonic 3 connected to Knuckles at like age 3. Um, but yeah, I'm not a movie guy. I hate movies. I don't enjoy them. I'm a nerd. If I have if I have free time, I'm either well, if I have free time and my family's not around, like they're sleeping or whatever, it's generally something to do with either video games or board games. Um, Fortunately, these days the board games kind of not so much. It's more video games because board games involve getting people to come over or me going somewhere else. And now when you have families, that becomes kind of old. I got a bunch of old pictures. I had like a Sonic stuffed doll at some point. I used to take him everywhere with me, like shopping to the park, everywhere. But yeah, I love those games growing up. No, board games are awesome. It's a little bit nerdy, but me and my family, because I got 7 older brothers, I had to think about that, and one younger sister. We played a lot of board games growing up, and a lot of video games. And Yeah, so I love board games, like real board games, not like Monopoly and crap like that, or Clue and Risk. I'm talking like your expensive Euro board games that you pay 60, $70 for. But anyway, so we're gonna go see Sonic. Long story short, about nothing whatsoever. Me and Cam are gonna see Sonic tomorrow. Um, which Settlers of Catan, it's kind of a gateway game into like the real games. I could do Settlers. Played it quite a bit 15 years ago. Um, but yeah, so we're gonna go see Sonic tomorrow, which is cool. Sonic actually came out on my birthday, um, and I was pretty sure it was going to suck. So I had no intentions of like watching it, even thinking I had like no thoughts of watching Sonic. But then the reviews keep coming in, and I mean, the critics don't like it because critics are jerks. And don't like it unless it fits in their narrow little scheme of things. But everybody likes it. Like I'm kind of amazed. I mean, because I was kind of following it when they originally had the original Sonic design, and he looked awful. It was terrible, and I'm like, oh man, this game is gonna suck. Or not this game. This movie's gonna suck. People like it, and it seemed like it. I really haven't watched any trailers or anything other than when it was looked awful. And it's got a nice rating. I feel like I can take my 5-year-old and not worry about him coming home like wanting to kill half of humanity or anything like that. So I think I can take him to it and we'll be all right. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Tuesday is $5 movie night, so $5 for him, $5 for me. I'll sneak in some snacks because there's no way I'm paying $5 for a popcorn. What are the real games? You got like Terraforming Mars. We're talking board games. Through the Ages is good. My favorite is Agricola. In fact, I'm pretty excited. I ordered an extra Agricola deck of cards. That was our family's favorite. Agricola really good. There's a bunch of like good ones that if you're not into the board game realm, um, Castles of Burgundy, that's pretty decent. Honestly, what you really should do, just go to Board Games Geek. That is like the board game site of the world. And you can go look at the rankings. And pretty much anything that's ranked well. If you're not a huge or a serious board gamer, you have to watch out for complexity because some of the top games are super complex or expensive. I mean, you can buy the number one rated game for $100 if you want. But there's a lot of good games that most people, unless you're in the board game realm, haven't heard of. But my favorite, Agricola, which at one point it was ranked number one a long time ago in the board game list. There's a ranking here. You know what? I'll just put it in the chat. Yeah, but I started out as Catan. That was kind of the game that my family played to get us into board games. And there's an Age of Mythology board game which isn't very good. There's actually an Age of Empires 3 board game that was actually pretty solid. It ranks pretty well on the site here. It was a solid board game. I played it a little bit, but yeah, I mean, it all depends on what you want. I mean, looking at board games and crap. Games where you can physically see your empire building. Like you're talking like engine games, kind of. I think Terraforming Mars is a pretty good game for someone coming in. It's decently complex, but it's wide enough that you can kind of do whatever you want to do, and you don't feel like you're not doing anything. It's also pretty cheap compared to a lot of other prices, like new for like $41, which that's pretty good for a top of the line board game. Just like a physical price. Otherwise, like something you have Terra Mystica is kind of like that, but that's a little bit more complex. I always liked Tigris and Euphrates. It's actually a pretty old game when you're looking at the list of top games, but that's just a tile placement game. But there's actually a lot of strategy in it. But I mean, whatever, you can get. Then there's card games. People like Dominion, Seven Wonders. It's kind of more of card game related board games. But yeah, man. You know what? You guys are keeping me awake, and no, I'm not playing anymore. I gotta go to bed. So you guys won't see me stream until 3 nights from now. Thursday night, I'll probably stream, and then I'll be off this weekend. I'm hoping, I don't know, I probably won't be able to stream any of the games live. So you'll see me do a couple of the BGO, the Gregg Open tournament games this weekend. At least Matrius versus Chemo, assuming they play. And then hopefully they can play again versus Skady next. Yeah. No, I love board games. I just don't have anybody to play with anymore. I could, but it involves driving around. If I play after the next stream. No, so my next stream will be me playing. Because I'm actually caught up with Bill Gregg Open tournament recorded game. So my next stream will just be me relaxing and playing. Maybe throw in just a tiny bit of deathmatch, a game or two. Because there is a deathmatch tournament that I'm going to sign up for. But I don't know if it's really worth playing much, because I used to be pretty decent at deathmatch, but that used to is like 2005, so I don't know how that's gonna work. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I do need to go to bed. I've spent about 12 minutes, 13 not talking about random nonsense. But yeah, tomorrow, me and Cam going to see Sonic. I suggested to my wife, and she's like, "Yeah, do it." I'm like, oh. Usually she isn't a big fan of that kind of stuff, but we'll do it. So thanks for watching, everybody. 3-0 series. I was hoping to get a little bit closer, but yeah, some good games. Set domination. But yeah, appreciate you guys tuning in. Really want to enjoy this if there weren't people watching to comment to talk to, because what fun is just watching a game by yourself? You know what's sad though? So I do meetings, like neighborhood watch meetings for work, for the police department. I had one earlier tonight, and what's sad is I'll get like So your neighborhood, you get people from the neighborhood to come in, and I'll talk to them about what's going on in the neighborhood, what they need to look out for, major events in the city and all that crap. And usually I'll get like, depending on, you usually get about 20 to 25, 20 to 30 people that'll come to these meetings. I get like so many more to come watch me play or stream some stupid game. Like that just boggles my mind. It's just funny. Yeah. So in the grand scheme of things, apparently video games are more important than crime. So there's that for you. So hey, you're welcome, Zebchi. You talk at the beginning and you talk at the end, and that's all we need. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna go to bed on a reasonable time. So 11 o'clock, I call that reasonable. So have a good night, everybody. I'll see you guys in a few. I'll see you guys this weekend. So toodaloo, caribou. That's all.